Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting start of a new adventure. Here, we are talking to the legend Arecus. This is a really cool and in-depth intro into the game. You'll see here I go through it almost twice, and just to note, I know that the video is longer than what I usually post, and I ended up getting a lot done in this original video, but I really wanted to make it worth your while. This game is definitely going to take me longer than it usually takes, and because of that, I think the schedule will be lightly adjusted, where we'll have a video today, a video tomorrow, a video Sunday, and then moving forward maybe every Wednesday and Sunday, because there is a lot of exploration in this game, is probably the nicest way to put it. There's just a ton that goes into everything going on, and here we're just naming our character. You can see I hosed up there for a second, but there's a ton of exploration and a ton of cool things to do. It's not your traditional Pokemon game, so it's definitely going to be interesting to shoot and get ready. I wish I could grow out my character's hair there, to match my own, but oh well. But yeah, he's pretty much giving us like the trainer introduction, but it's coming right from Arecus himself, the god of all Pokemon, who came from an egg, and then it's the egg and then Arecus. That's the beginning, and then Mew is all the Pokemon thereafter. And I don't know, maybe sometime we'll go through and do a deep dive on what all that looks like, but that's for a better mind than myself. We can see here we're kind of floating out into space. Like I said, it's a very cool intro. I'm trying not to talk extremely loudly or anything like that to not take away from it, because it really is a cool thing to just observe. There's Arecus himself, the god of all Pokemon, which I gotta say really does, I don't know, I'm a big Gen 1, Gen 2 fan, so Mew has always been my god in terms of Pokemon, but I'm willing to embrace, like this young lad is here, and explore this new world. And there we have our epic title screen. I may want to go back and grab that for the intro as well, but we'll see. I don't know, my intro screen looks pretty good as well, so. Let's see, it's saving, and I get a wake up. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Look at these lads. We got a Cyndaquil, we got a Rowlet, and we got the little, I don't know that guy's name. I've only played Generation 1, 2, and 3. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I've played some past then, but not anything that would fill me in on what they are. But now, you can see I kind of go slowly through a lot of this, and that's gonna be, I accidentally double-clicked there, so I don't even know what I said to him. But, it's your beginning. The professor's trying to figure out a little bit about you. Trying to see what we're going to do. I wouldn't have an acquaintance in these parts. I doubt it. No, I do not. Oh, boy. Anywhere I could stay. I don't know. No idea. I got nowhere to stay, man. That's correct. I don't know where to spend the night. Will I be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. I don't know. We fell out of the sky there. You can see it in the background right above the Mount Coronet, I believe it is, because it's going off of, I don't know how to pronounce the new region, but it's an older version of the Sinnoh region, which formerly was called Mount Coronet, that mountain there. I don't know if it still is, but we fell out of the sky from there, and he found us on the beach. Do I know what Pokemon is? Yeah, that one I'm pretty good on, man. That one, I know what they are. You don't need to help me there. These Pokemon belong to him. What would my name be? It's Average Joe, sir. That's what they call me. At least on this one specific channel and on Twitch platforming site. That's what they call me. Other times they call me Gun Show. Oh, there go the Pokemon. They got intimidated by the Gun Show, ladies and gentlemen. They got intimidated. I'm really I'm trying to get this out the night that it comes out, so my commentary may not be the best. Here I'm just kind of looking around. I want to see if I could swim. Cannot. Does not appear that swimming is a function in this game. Kind of disappointing, but I understand. You know? You couldn't do it in Grand Theft Auto Vice City either. That was a PlayStation 2 exclusive. But here we got the Arecus phone. I don't know what to call it. Honestly, you'll see I just breezed through a lot of these directions, which is probably going to hurt me really late in the game. But, for right now, like, I'm just so, like, I want to explore the world. I want to see what this open world concept has to offer. What it truly is, you know, I'm just excited. Like, it's a whole new different set of crap here than what I'm used to. And honestly, I'm excited to go and see that. For the first time in a long time, I'm really excited to play a Pokemon game. Like, not just excited, but like ecstatic that I get to enjoy it. And hopefully the graphics look as good on your end as they do on mine. But man, it looks, the game itself, I know it's whatever, the Switch graphics don't really compare to like that of the Xbox One, the PS5, and that might be a controversial thing to even say, but the Switch graphics are unique in their own right, and I feel like they do a very, very good job. There's Rowlet. Photosynthesis like a pant, and it battles using its feathers. Rowlet's okay. Here's our man, Cyndaquil. Fire burn on Cyndaquil's back will light up whenever it's surprised. Look at him. Oh, look at him. He's a happy little guy. And this guy, Oshawott. It attacks using the shell on its belly. Look at that. Yeah, right on the belly. Oh my goodness. If I keep talking like that, I'm going to get the dog going here, so I'm going to try not to talk that much like that. I don't know. It is. I'm excited. He gives us some Pokeballs. 50 of them, to be exact. He takes them away later, don't worry. I don't start off the game with a shitload of Pokeballs. I think he gives you 50 to practice in case you're... You know, like the other Pokemon games are very intuitive on how to use a Pokeball. You just click a button and it throws it and you have a statistical chance of catching that Pokemon. But here you actually have to, like, aim and stuff. To which you can see I take in the opposite direction. I almost go too far in the aiming, like actually taking distance and speed of throw into account. But you'll see that here in a second. It shows us how to throw a Pokeball. I actually read it because that's a pretty valuable thing I'm probably going to need to know how to do. You know, some of the, like, change the outfit and stuff like that is cool, but, like, if I really want to figure it out, I'll figure it out. Whereas throwing a Pokeball is pretty fundamental to the gameplay here. There's Cyndaquil. You can see, look at, like, I take distance into account there. I feel like I did an actual, really good job at trying to catch that Pokemon at what would have been our actual distance there, so I'll take that as a W. Maybe that'll help me later, having some realistic perspective. I don't know. I don't know how the game's programmed. Don't know how it was made, so I don't know if any of that actually applies. There's Oshawott over there. Let's go catch this little guy. See, as long as your circle's on him, you're gonna hit him. I was a little bit away and a little bit above him, so it still hit him, but I think that's just like a gimmick in this first part here, is like you could catch everything in almost one try. You know, maybe it'll take two if you're really off. I can't find Rowlet. I really have no idea where he is. I try to go, like, up here, because we saw him. He was the first one we saw, so you would think he's the closest. Maybe he's in the trees over here, but... And like I said, man, I know the Switch graphics aren't, like, anything to rant and rave about, and I'm running them in the highest setting you can on this streaming device, which is a HD 60 plus Elgato, but they're just unique in their own right? Like it's just cool to see how they work. Or it's a different like form of graphics. So yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another try. Okay. So that's just, like I said, at the beginning of this game, that's why I kind of lumped like this 40 minutes all together, because like the real true start to the Let's Play will begin in episode 2, because that's when we actually get like a little bit more freedom with our exploration. At least I'm hoping. But this first episode is kind of like the stuff you need to do to progress in the game, so you can learn like the mechanics of how Pokemon work if you've never played it before. Pokemon is I really hate to say this about the franchise, but it's very true. It's a very handhold franchise, right? Like they really cater to new audiences coming in. And you can feel free to read the text on the screen. I'm not going to read it in the professor's voice and things like that. I'm just here to do commentary over the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I've done from the start. That's all I'm going to do now. But, yeah, Pokemon is a really hand-holding game when it comes to, like, the beginning mechanics. So it's, you know, the start of any Pokemon game is a little tedious, hence why this video is 40 minutes plus. But, you know, it's all worth it in the end. It's all good fun. And, like I said, I'm ecstatic to go and visit an old location, but at the same point in time, a new location, because this is, like, way before Sinnoh is even developed. So, like, it's just camps spread out in the wild and stuff like that, and you have to make your own Pokeballs from materials that you find and things like that. Like, it's just going to be a completely new experience. And he's going on with the traditional, we got to make a Pokedex. You could see the hole in the sky that I fell out of back there, right above Mount Coronet. Now we're going to Jubilife Village, which was Jubilife City in the Sinnoh region. So not too much of the naming has changed. I would hope that Mount Coronet still has Mount Coronet. There's a close-up on it. Just let that play out. Black screen. Alrighty, here we go. We're progressing. And the playback quality, that's one of the things I can't really tell, because the playback quality is a little bit lower on my end than it will be on the actual video. So I can't tell if the 60 FPS is actually coming through in full effect, but it still looks nice on the lower playback quality. So here we go, we're walking through the city. Everybody's not staring at me, but they will be. You'll see like a ton of comments as I walk through this town. People like saying, man, that guy's wearing odd clothes, or stuff like that. I must really look like an outsider to these guys. But surprisingly, the professor doesn't, with his jacket there and a winter hat with a ball on the head. Just kind of odd. See, people are making comments about me. Where'd he come from? And all this stuff. They're trying to figure me out a little bit. Why is he dressed like that? Shh, we don't know if he's talking. Yeah, it's whatever. Everybody's judging me because I'm wearing shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt. It's how I like to dress, ladies and gentlemen. It actually isn't. I always wear jeans, and you could probably count the number of times on your hand that you'll see me wearing shorts. If you see me doing exercise, that's about it. But no, it's he's telling us we can go and rest up there, or to go up there to meet him. I don't know. My Arc phone. She looks like super convenient to hold. The Arc phone is nice, and that's why I pay attention to these actual directions here, because it's going to be like our guide, like how to get through the game. It's going to give us insight on where we need to go next and things like that. So that is extremely helpful. I try to see if maybe we unlocked swimming now, but we don't. I try to climb this ladder, and I feel like I make a little bit of progression, but I really don't. I just tricked myself into believing that. At the time I was trying to climb this, I was receiving a call on my work cell phone, so Yeah, I really got distracted there for a second, thinking I was actually making progress and might be able to get on top of the building and find some items early on here, but... And it's going to take me a little bit with the adjusting the camera on each of the sides. You know, like I said, this is the first open world Pokemon game I'm playing, so it'll be interesting to see what all that entails. He's calling me suspicious. It's only for Galaxy Team folk. The Galaxy Team was bad in the previous games. Who is this? Yes, I met the professor, ma'am. She looks just like Dawn from the original Pokemon series, with a little bit of a different outfit. I mean, I shared in that Let's Play. I think Dawn's a really cool looking character. So, you know, it's cool to have that addition here, although it's always going to remind me of Dawn. And I'm sure if I chose a female character, there'd be a male character as well to compare to, but... You can see some of these are drawn out a little bit. That's because, like I said, I was kind of multitasking while reading the text and while trying to take a phone call. And you can see it jumps there for a second because I had to stop for like 10 minutes because I really had to address what was going on in my work environment. But her name is Akiri, apparently. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Akiri. That's what I'm going to say the rest of this Let's Play. So hopefully that's right. And then here comes Captain Cinderella. And even though we know her name, it gives us question marks, and she's just talking like mad shit. I don't know. She's judging us pretty hard, is what happens here. I look to be about 15 or so. You're about 10 years off. But that's about right, yeah. We get like our cool origins here. She wants to hear about our origins. I don't know what our origins are, honestly. And that's like a very intriguing part. Like, did we legitimately come from the Sinnoh region? I mean, we look dressed like if we came from like the Pokemon Go era. So it's very interesting. It's a very interesting premise to see like time being played with in a Pokemon game as well, because that's almost as what it appears as. I'm not certain that that is the correct assumption, but that's what it looks like. So I'm thinking that may be the case. Here you go. We get to have dinner. You get to hear this theme music a lot this episode. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the professor's theme music here. I think it's okay. I think it's cool and it's interesting. I just think it like not a lot changes. It seems very short compared to what it could be, and that might just be because I'm used to playing Super Mario Brothers 3 now, where that music almost goes on longer than the levels themselves do. So, you know, there's one takeaway, but with introductions as long as these, like, it's really tough to hang around and read through, like, what people are trying to tell you. For a lack of, like, a better way to explain that, it becomes very tedious very quickly. They couldn't even catch one. I don't know how, like, they're a successful organization if they can only really catch one Pokemon a day, and it happens to be, like, Bidoof, Starly, like, the generic, regular Pokemon. Their organization must be failing horrifically. And now we got somebody like me going out there and catching all sorts of cool Pokemon. At least the professor, who is the first professor I've ever seen wear a puffball beanie, another soda pop, has faith in myself. quite delicious indeed. Man, I just wish, like, and I know Pokemon would never allow it, because like I said, it's a very hand-holdy game. I wish, yeah, I have to pass a test tomorrow to get brought into the group. That's really all that they're saying here. But I really wish it wasn't so hand-holdy, and like exploration was like, boom, right off the get-go, go and explore the world like it is in Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game does a really good job of, like, it holds your hand for 5 minutes, and then it's like, if you can't figure it out past this point, you're not going to succeed. And it's not really a big knock on the game, but the first hour of playing this game was really just it's just tough to hang in there, to like read all the instructions and learn the rules and things like that. It's vital moving forward, but you know, for the start of a Let's Play, there's not really a ton exciting going on. I wish I could cut a lot of it out, but like I said, I really want to get like my first actual impressions out there. Here, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm not going to talk to people because they're scared of me because I'm dressed differently. So it immediately deters me from wanting to go out and explore this world, which I feel like is the opposite thing that it should be doing. Like, this time in the house is the first time I actually feel like accepted and want to explore my area, because when I'm out there, I feel like everybody's just kind of being like, what is this guy doing? You know what I mean? Like, the open world is cool when it's inclusive. And I'm not somebody who would normally complain about that sort of thing. We've got some trainer tips here. There's always some trainer tips in each Pokemon game. But, yeah, just, it's very bizarre when there's a large open world and you can go and explore it, but 90% of the population of the open world doesn't like you, just based off of you look different than everybody else. So it's, you know, I guess that's a point for a larger conversation, but I'm not going to be the one to talk about that, because that seems like a lot for me to take on with 8 subscribers. There we go, we get to see our first save in the game. So the trainer tip was actually pretty helpful for once. Normally I'm not good at reading through trainer tips, but we sleep, and let's see what happens in our sleep. Oh, Bidoof, God himself. Okay. That didn't look good. That looked terrific. I would investigate the next day, ... Are you up? Quite some lightning last night. Why didn't the professor go and explore? Said Lightning. Was that the professor, or was that the female character? I'm just gonna call her Dawn. I'm just gonna call her Dawn. Maybe Dawn 2. Dawn 2, there you are. What's her name? I can't even read it from this distance. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. Cool character, though. See, it's like the game traps you into thinking it's a cool character. I'm really trying to, like, I'm being very optimistic about the game and being very enthusiastic about it, but I'm also trying not to compare it to its predecessors, right? And I think the game is suckering me in to liking this character because I already like Dawn, so they just shared the physical appearance of Dawn to make me like this character. Which, is not surprising. It's not something I would have thought they would have done, but, I guess I understand. You know, give the player some familiarity with what they're going to be doing. Let's go and speak to the captain, because the captain wants to test me, because they say, ho ho ho, Average Joe, you are a chump. get straight to it. Here's my test. I'm gonna have to catch 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did the stranger not catch 3 different types of Pokemon yesterday? My trial should be easy enough if the other guy didn't lie, I guess. Okay. Survey corpse schedules. I can't talk. But that's okay. We get like this little bag to carry on us now, I guess. I don't know. It's odd, but yeah, I agree, Don too. It does not look good on us. But here's our mission. We have to go and catch these Pokemon. I really like this mission-based idea a little bit better than the original Pokemon. Like, anything that's going to make me go out and actually explore the world. Because in Pokemon, that wasn't what I did. I just stuck to the plot and nothing else. Beat straight through it. If I had a grind at the end of the game, that's what I would do. So it's cool to have just a different premise to work with. But he says we get to take one of these little buddies home. And who do you think I pick? Who do you think I pick, ladies and gentlemen? I actually did spend a large time thinking about this. Because, spoilers, I went and I saw their final evolutions and I was a little disappointed. But, I mean, Cyndaquil. Right? I love Generation 1 and 2. Generation 2 is what I grew up with. So Cyndaquil was my starter in that generation. So I wanted to return back to my basics, where I start with the good old little pal Cyndaquil on my adventure. I got lucky picking him in Gen 2 because he's the best starter there. I can't attest to what this game holds to know if he's the best starter, but Cyndaquil is a solid Pokemon all around. I believe he's a solid fire type. Like, I didn't mean that in like he's a good fire type. I meant that in he has one typing and the typing is fire. He's not like a fire rock or anything like that. But none of these guys are either in their original forms, and I'm sure there's a new form for Cyndaquil out there. There is, I saw it, but I don't want to get too much into that before it gets on the screen. In case you haven't seen it, I don't want to introduce any spoilers into the first episode here. But all those 3 can be found in the Obsidian Forest. I don't know. It's definitely not Obsidian, but that's what I read. He gives me 20 Pokeballs. So it got rid of my 50 and gave me those 20. Fair enough to catch 3 Pokemon. I'm sure I won't waste a single one, you know? So that's good. Let's go on out here. And maybe I could get rid of these loading screens in the future. I'll have to look at it. Like I said, I'm really pushing to get this out on the day of release, even if it's by like 11:30 p.m. There goes one Pokeball down the drain. I'm really pushing to get this done the day of release, though, because I know it's important to the channel, right? It's coming up this way. People are still judging me, even though I'm proving myself to the town. Proving myself, damn it. I go this way thinking maybe it's so open world that nobody's doing anything. Now I could just go and start catching Pokemon. Because this would be my dream right here. You just go and all of a sudden you're in another realm. This is what I want. But it's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to break this to you, because it really broke my heart a little bit. It's open world, but not really. It's like delegated into separate areas, so you go into a town or you go into a location in the woods, And then that area is open world, and that area is pretty big. I'll give it that. You know, there's definitely a lot to do in those said areas, but it's not truly open world. Whereas you'll see how they buffered here in a second. I'll show you. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not a killer, but it is a pretty big disappointment. I'm just gonna share that off the bat. It's one of those aspects that even though I'm sure I'm still gonna find the game cool and an advancement over its predecessors, it's not what I was hoping for. You know, when I heard they were going all out on this game to make it open world and do everything they could, I was really hoping for like the all-out open-ended package, and that's not what we're getting here. But this is gonna be our actual first battle of the game against this trainer. From what I've seen and heard, there's very few actual trainer battles in the game. So we got our Cyndaquil, level 5. You can see you can walk around in battle like I just did there. I manually did that. I didn't want to walk any further because I don't know too much about the game yet, but Cyndaquil versus Togepi, it's just going to be tackle versus quick attack pretty much. Cyndaquil is bound to win. Just like stats alone. Togepi's weak until it reaches a decent level. So, not much to worry about here. We're gonna win. I think I just wanted to let us see the mechanics. Okie dokie, ma'am. Our Cyndaquil leveled up. Learned a new move, too. I don't like that it doesn't show you, like, the breakdown of the new move learned and stuff like that, but that's a very minor complaint in comparison to everything else. Like you said, I just, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be in a bummed out nature for the rest of the video, but I really did need to address the whole open world premise kind of being broken there, because that really is a big deal. Like, to myself it is. And I'm sure to a lot of other people playing this game it will be as well, so, you know, you just want to be very clear about that. Like, it's not 100% open world in the way that you would expect a Pokemon game to be. Now let's go to the fields, Dawn 2. I really hope I can nail her name by the end of this game. You know, get it to a point that I could actually say it on a somewhat decent basis. But, I mean, I guess that depends. She's not technically my rival. It just kind of depends on, like, how the actual gameplay of this game works, and we haven't seen that yet, so it'll be interesting. Here you can jump. There's the fields down there. Or the Fairlands, whatever they call them. And you'll get to see here, like, that's the way it works, right? Like, you have to say between going to sections of the game, and you get spawned at these camps that they have. Like I said, it's not, like, a bad way of doing things, but at the same point in time, it's not, like, it's just not what I was expecting when they showed the trailers and things like that. It's kind of an in-between in open world. And I understand it. Probably some limitations of the game itself, loading certain Pokemons in certain spaces and things of that nature, but it's gonna leave a lot of room of exploration for myself, which I'm sure we will see tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be more of a leveling up, over-leveling almost, kind of filler episode, where we go through and get our team stacked for our regular Sunday episodes. And I think that's how I'm going to treat it throughout the series here, to give you guys a good idea as well. Like I said, there'll be a game play coming out each Wednesday and Sunday. I'm hoping I could beat this by the end of the month. I would imagine each Wednesday the episode's going to be about an hour in length, maybe 40 minutes, just like this one. And then Sunday, each episode is probably going to be around 10-20 minutes of like the most critical elements that are going on at said time. So you can kind of pace that out there. If you don't want to watch grinding, or you don't want to watch some of the exploration, just tune into the Sunday channels. If you're just interested in the game in total, maybe you want to view both, but it should be a cool experience either way. That's the way I want to play this game, because I know this game's going to have a lot of exploration to it. And it'll be an interesting way to test out, because like I said, I really love the Zelda game, the Breath of the Wild, but I played it on Twitch, and it's just so hard to get levels or gameplay episodes like that lined up, because a lot of the game is exploration. So I'm trying to see if I can find a good balance here with this first, and then maybe we'll see a little bit of Breath of the Wild. So here we go. I know how to crouch already, so that's not a big deal. Just crouch in this grass, catch yourself a little Starly. See, I really like the Pokemon they're displaying in the game, but it's one thing, and this is more of like a Nintendo thing than it is anything else. It's very odd that they came out with this game right around the time of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because the Pokedex doesn't seem like it's going to change a whole lot. I could be very wrong with that statement, and I know in some cases I am already, but it's just it's an odd selection, because we're kind of getting the same Pokemon again a month later that we got last month. So I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying not to complain or give criticism, but I'm also trying to be very realistic to those of you individuals who might be going out and buying the game. So that way you could feel like some of the frustrations that were felt while I played the game. It looks like here, like she said, you can throw your Pokemon up here and actually get some of these items. I decided to go for the middle ground because I'm not sure what that'll do. I almost lose Cyndaquil, which kind of sucks. But you have to throw them right at the berry, is what you have to do. And then you'll end up getting a few berries that he plucks out of the tree. And it gives him a little bit of EXP, so just kind of learning the basic fundamentals of the game without trying to read the instructions too much, because I don't want to spend an hour reading instructions and have them be applicable 50% of the time. Let's open another soda pop here. These are probably how the Wednesday episodes will go. They'll be more relaxed, more chill like this. More drinking soda pop. But the Sunday episodes will typically be more straightforward gameplay like you're used to on the channel. I said, I really want to take my time with this game and explore it. I really want to see what it has to offer. I'm going to give my criticisms on it. I'm going to give my pluses on it as well. So it's going to be a good mix of what I love, what I hate about the game, and things like that. I'm sure it's not going to be all sunshine and roses. So let's use Ember. If I remember, Cyndaquil's special attack is its highest power, so Ember should be like the best thing we could do. Let's use a quick attack here just so we could hit it first and hopefully not kill it. Okay, we didn't kill it. Excellent, because we need to catch it for to obtain validation from everybody else, I guess. So let's throw a Pokeball at it. Yeah, the game's not like I wouldn't say it's non-intuitive, but it's not super intuitive either. You definitely would like to have played one Pokemon game prior to understand what's going on. And she's like, oh my god. Got 3 Pokemon like that. You'd never been able to do shit like that. With, yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Don, too. I really wish I could actually learn your name. You seem like you'd be really cool to know. Yeah, I passed with flying colors. And his theme is... I'm like pulling my hair right now. It's unbearable. I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like his theme. I don't know what it is about it, but I dislike it. So, like I said, I'm trying to give my actual thoughts on the game as I'm playing through, especially in the first few episodes here. I really want to get out what exactly I'm thinking as the gameplay is going on, and my thought there is like, man, his music is unbearable to just listen to. It's horrific. It's not great. I don't like it. But yeah, let's go here. I don't get why they always constantly leave you behind so that way I have to run here. Like, why not just take me to the... Yeah, it is what it is. Is it overall, like, even though I'm being very critical of the gameplay, it's because I'm comparing it to some of the best Pokemon games out there, right? So, I'm being very critical of it because I have this idea in my mind of what it could be, and it's just not there at this point. But it could very well be there. Like, it could just be this starting stage, which I'm hoping is the case. So, even though I seem very critical about it, it's not that I feel very negative about it. It's just that, like, I see, like, with all the cool aspects that they've thrown into this game, what this game actually could be. And I'm hoping that it prioritizes on that and starts becoming that slowly throughout the duration of the game. So it's not like a whatever, like this game's really bad and there we get to go see an Abra, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I really hope we get to catch one and have him on our team. I have not had Abracadabra, Alakazam, the whole line on my team in a little while, so I'm hoping that can be made possible in this Let's Play. I don't know about Alakazam because I'd have to trade, but I mean, knock on wood. Maybe there's some other way to evolve them. There normally isn't. There never is. Kadabra to Alakazam is a trade exclusive, so unless they change that. You can see here, I'm messing with the map. I really don't know how to look through it because I paid 50% attention as to how it actually works. But luckily it spawns right back in your location when you open it up again. It's not like saved like Oracle database is, or any of the other programs that I work with on a daily basis. Sometimes they the cache is a little bit too nice and too forgiving there. Let's get traded or change into our actual outfit here that we're gonna wear for the majority of the game. See, I'm just figuring out controls here, struggling a little bit. There we go, we got that. Now let's get into our actual trainer sandals, which look like ripped potato bags. They look really bad. I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't see if it was there, but if you remember in my first Let's Play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond episode, I had one serious problem with the way I was dressed. And I'm about to have that problem here again. Because, man, does this rub me the wrong way. I mean, look at how cool I look. I look pretty dapper. I don't want to wear a hat. I don't want to wear a hat. I don't like the hat. Can I please take the hat off? Please. Why must every Pokemon trainer wear a goddamn hat? It's not whatever, it looks okay. And I get it, it looks like the trainers in Sinnoh. I don't want to wear a hat. Just don't make me wear the hat. I'm really hoping I can fix this by the time next episode comes out. Because, like, you have no idea how much aggravation this causes wearing a hat. It shouldn't be that much. It really shouldn't. But why is it a requirement that I wear a hat? I just want to see my hair. There we go. I don't know. We're getting to meet the commander now. I'm Average Joe. Yes, sir. That'd be me. Can I take my hat off, sir? It would be the polite thing to do, and I think I look ugly with a hat on. Let's see what I'm made of. Face me in combat. Charge at him. Just do it. Just do it. Just charge at him. I don't know which one to choose. I feel like he's gonna beat me either way. I charge at him. He knocked me out on the floor across from his desk. Okay. But that is... It's getting really close to the end of the episode here. I have like a vague memory of where this episode ends. So I really wanted to thank you. If you stuck around till this point, please comment the word bananas down in the comment section below, because then I'll know that you stuck around to this point, which would be a cool thumbs up. I'll subscribe to you if you comment bananas down in the comment section below. So there's that. If you like this episode, please feel free to consider commenting, or subscribing. It definitely brings a lot of motivation to the channel moving forward, and it definitely helps with just motivating me to make more content in general. I really hope you did like this episode. I'm very excited to play through it. I know I've been very critical throughout the Let's Play thus far, but that's because, like I said, I know what the game could be. I know not necessarily what it should be, but like all the hype that it could live up to, and I'm really hoping in the near future it does start living up to that hype, but we just haven't seen that just yet because it's trying to teach us the basic fundamentals of playing the game. So hopefully all that starts to come to light here in the next couple episodes, and then we eventually get to start on what I would actually consider to be our start to our amazing new journey. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, because it looks like it's going to wrap up here in a second or two, I appreciate you watching this content if you made it this far, and we will see you all tomorrow.